Angela Williams, also known as your marketing co-pilot. Today we're talking about email marketing software, which package is best for you. Now, email marketing is very, very popular. It can be an important component of a marketing campaign. Sending emails to your clients and prospective clients is a great way to stay in touch frequently and at a low cost. There are two caveats to this. One is that email messages often have a low perceived value and low credibility, so don't rely on them exclusively as your only advertising. And second, emailing to a purchase list often has a low open rate and a low return rate to go along with that low cost. So the best use of email is to people who have opted in or requested to receive regular messages from you. Just make sure that the information you deliver is high quality, valuable information and education on a relevant topic and not just buy my stuff kind of sales messages. So there are many good packages on the market, and there are a lot of features that you are likely to want to be using, including web forms, tracking, the ability to schedule emails, autoresponders, which are automated series of emails, templates, photo storage, the ability to personalize emails, spam trigger detectors, contact management. All of these things are things that we're going to be talking about today. And we'll discuss which packages have which features. The main thing, though, is don't use Outlook or webmail or any of the personal programs for broadcast emails. Seriously, there are small businesses who try to use Outlook or other personal email programs to send broadcast emails to a list. This has several problems. One, they lack functionality for tracking how many people are opening your emails or tracking statistics across campaigns. Now, this is vital information to see how a particular email is received by your prospective customers. When you send an email and you have a lot of people open it and read it and click the links, you know you're onto something and you need to send more emails like that. On the contrary, if you send an email and few people open it and few people click on the links, then you know that you've got an issue, that's not interesting to the people on your list, and you need to do things differently. So you need those statistics to make adjustments and to make sure that your marketing is working. The second problem with these types of programs is that they seldom include an unsubscribe link or a physical address, both of which are requirements of the CAN-SPAM regulations. Now, you can get into legal trouble or at least get in trouble with your internet provider for a violation of their terms of service if you use broadcast emails or if you use a package that isn't approved for broadcast emails. And the third thing is that they're not scaled to manage a list of the size required to run a good marketing campaign. Now, it takes a list of several hundred to several thousand, depending on what you're selling and what the price point is and how specific it is, to make a significant amount of sales using email marketing. And the email programs that you probably have on your computer that you use every day don't have the kind of scale to be sending hundreds or thousands of emails at a time. So Outlook is out of the question. You do have to get something else. What that something else is, that we can have some debate on that, and we'll be talking about that. So one of the things that you probably are going to want to do is put a form like this on your website. Now, this form shows some things that are required: a first name, a last name, street address, email, of course, and some things that are optional, like the company name, a phone number, how did you find us, and some check boxes for things like things that they may be interested in, like I would like my website to get more traffic, I would like my company to show up more prominently in search engine results. These are things that I would like to know about people on my list so that I know what to focus on in my emails. I know what people have an interest in. And I also have this, people can subscribe to this in order to receive a free report or an ebook. So when they fill this out and they click this submit button, then it takes them to a page that allows them to download a special report. You can use a well-written ebook or a white paper or a special report on a topic that your prospective customers will find interesting. And, you want to set that up to download automatically. Or another idea is that you may want to send a physical product like a book or a brochure or a sample to people who sign up on your website. And that kind of sets you apart from a lot of the folks who are doing some kind of an electronic product. So those are the choices you have. You do need to use some kind of bait. People aren't likely to fill out a form like this unless you offer them something in return, either information or a product sample or something along those lines. So that's how you grow your list from nothing. You can also do joint ventures with other companies that have a similar customer list but aren't competitive with you. But a web form is an excellent way to start, and you want to make sure that the software program you're going to be using allows you to set up and customize these web forms. Another thing you want your software to do is track results. This is a report from the system that we use that shows how many emails I sent on a particular day, how many people opened them, how many people clicked the links. And I could actually click this hyperlink in here and it would show me who clicked on that link. So, you want to be able to drill down pretty specifically into who is opening your emails, and how many people are opening those. And you'll want to keep track, as we mentioned. If you've sent an email that has a really good open rate, you want to do more like that. If you send one that has less people opening and clicking in it, then you can be guided by that and find out over time what your list wants and be able to provide that for them. Email templates. These are kind of a nifty way to make your emails look a little bit different and to tie them in with your branding. Some email packages come with rather elaborate templates that you can use to format your email message like a newsletter with several columns. We don't usually recommend these because a lot of readers will be using devices like tablets or phones that don't have a huge screen size. So simple is usually best. But it is excellent to include a header image, logos, fonts, and colors to be consistent with your company's branding. Again, the simpler the better, since we don't know what type of device people will use to open your message. And we do recommend a screen size of not wider than 800 pixels. Photo storage. Some packages include a certain amount of space on the email server so that you can store images that you will use in your emails. We recommend not using too many images in an email, not counting the ones like, the small social media icons. You probably want to have one main image or maybe two. But storing those images on an email server ensures that they will be delivered to your reader, and they are less likely to show up as broken images or those little blank squares with a red X in them that we see on so many websites and in so many emails. Scheduling emails. It's best to deliver your emails to your list on a regular schedule. This communicates that you're a consistent, methodical company that is interested in a long-term relationship with a prospective customer, and that you're interested in educating them about a subject and not just selling them a product. Having a newsletter that is delivered on a particular day of the week or a particular day of the month is great for your readers, but it can be inconvenient for you to write and send it on a particular schedule. So most email packages will allow you to compose an email today and set it up to have it delivered on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Or better yet, you can write 4 emails today and have them delivered every Wednesday for the next month at 9 o'clock a.m. So this is a huge time saver and consistency builder in your marketing system. It's that ability to schedule emails for the future. Autoresponders are emails that you write once and set up to run on a predetermined schedule. If someone requests information on one of your products, as an example, you can deliver a series of emails on a topic via autoresponder. Now, these can be designed as a series of tip of the week emails or as a short course on inventory management or some other topic where you deliver information in manageable doses to educate and inform potential customers about an issue and about your product. So you can set up a set of 3 or 5 or 7 or 10 emails that are set up to run on an automatic schedule after a visitor fills out a form on your website. And we call that whole system an autoresponder. If you're not sure what to write, of course, ABCI can write an autoresponder series for you, and we'd be happy to do that. Just let us know. That's one of the things that we do for our clients. Personalization. Getting an email to dear friend instantly marks the message as spam. We expect to be called by our name, and we expect to stand out in the crowd, even in automated communications like an email these days. Inserting customized information like a person's first name, last name, salutation, or even other details, such as the make of aircraft they own or the date of their next service, can make a broadcast email feel a lot more personal and a lot less like a broadcast. Another thing you'll want to look for is spam triggers. Some email software will alert you when you use words or messages in your email that are going to get you sent directly to the junk mail folder. If an email contains the word home mortgage or Viagra, it is very likely that many subscribers won't receive it. Their email provider will intercept it and route it to their junk folder before they ever see it. Some of these spam triggers are common sense, but others may not be. Good email software includes a feature that evaluates the draft of an email message and makes suggestions so that you can make your message more likely to be delivered and avoid those spam trigger words. Contact management. A contact management system keeps track of each interaction with the customer, whether that's email or a letter, phone call, personal interaction at a trade show or whatever. So in addition to tracking contact information, these systems also allow you to take extensive notes about a contact's concerns, questions, desires, and so on. It also allows you to schedule a follow-up on a particular date and assign prospective customers to particular groups, like contacts that plan to purchase in the next week, month, or year, or people that are interested in one particular product or service versus another. And based on those groups, you may choose to apply a different timeline of interactions as appropriate. Now, here's a sample timeline that you may use to follow up with a particular group of customers that aren't ready to buy right away, but that you want to make sure that you stay at the front of their mind so that when they are ready to buy, that you've been in regular contact with them and you've been able to educate them on some of the things that that your product does that differentiates your product from the others on the market. And you'll see here you've got an initial contact, you've got a bunch of emails, including sales emails and e-newsletters. So we're doing an e-newsletter for this client once a month and a sales email on a particular topic once a quarter. And then we're also sending a quarterly postcard. As I mentioned, you want to make sure that you're not relying on email as your only source of contact with any particular client, because it's not always seen as terribly credible. And if you mix that with something that's low cost, like postcards, you can really make your campaigns a lot more effective. So a contact management system is vital to a successful marketing system. The question is simply whether to use a system that is integrated with an email broadcasting system or to use a contact management system that is separate, such as ACT or HiRise. Now, ABCI prefers an integrated system because it saves us work, but it does cost the same or less than buying both a contact management system and an email broadcasting system. So here are some of the packages that are on the market. We compared, the ones that we recommend really are Infusionsoft, Constant Contact, and MailChimp. And the reason for those, you can kind of see that most of them have most of the features that we have talked about. Now, the biggest difference between them is that Infusionsoft has an integrated contact management system. So, that's the one that we use for our campaigns because we don't want to be importing and exporting records from our email system into our contact management system and back and forth. And we want to be able to keep track of everything that we send to a customer, whether it's direct mail, postcards, newsletters, phone calls, and so forth, in the same system. So, that's kind of important. And we also think is the best choice for companies that have a list of over 500 prospects that also need contact management. Constant Contact is very similar. It has a lot of the same functionality. It's a little limited on the autoresponders. It'll allow you to send a set of 3 emails at this writing. I don't know if they're planning on changing that anytime soon. It does not have an extensive contact management system. It doesn't let you keep track of other contacts with the customer, like phone calls and direct mail. But it costs a lot less, and often it's the best choice for startups with lists of 500 or less, because importing and exporting your list is not such a huge chore. Another good choice is MailChimp. It is not quite as simple to use as far as the web forms, and it also doesn't have the contact management. But it's a good choice as well. We also don't think the reporting on MailChimp is quite as good as Constant Contact or Infusionsoft. There are other programs on the market, of course, such as Salesforce, Emma, Aweber, and so on. We haven't used them enough recently to evaluate or recommend them. So now that you're armed and dangerous with a great software program to do your email, we'd like to have you join us for the Aviation Marketing Masterclass. We'll show you how to compose a newsletter to keep your company top of mind with prospective clients until they are ready to buy, how to build an autoresponder that educates your customers about your products and services in a helpful manner, and how and when to close the sale with a powerful sales message. This is our topic for October, keeping prospects interested, advanced pre-sale and closing activities. We'll talk about newsletters in all formats, that's print, email, and so on. Drip campaigns via email or direct mail or a mix, and when to upsell, downsell, or change the offering. So we hope you'll join us for the Marketing Masterclass. We'd love to see you there.